For praying for the ministries of God. The Lord is about to do great things. The world is changing for the better. So we are in the final battle. Are you ready for the final battle? Are you ready? So we are in the final battle. A real battle. I understand when Pastor Kosa wrote that WhatsApp for me. And said, Prophet, people are asking me what battle is this? Why is the revival called the final battle? What are you battling? Hallelujah. So I describe to you that we are indeed in a battle. A fight between good and evil. A fight between light and darkness. Hallelujah. And there is one thing. When warfare stops being in the spirit, it stops being in the spirit and it comes to be physical. Then you know that we are fighting. One time I was only maybe 17, 16 years old. So I was praying around 12 o'clock at night. It was around 12 to 1 then. And I was praying in tongues, praying and praying. And I realized that as I was praying, I entered a certain realm. And immediately I began to hear voices that said, stop, 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 stop. So they said, stop, stop, stop. So immediately my heart was gripped by fear. And I hear this voice say, stop, 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 stop. And I was like, I'm not stopping. So I continued to pray. And I'm in the room.
ngisegumbini lami.
So the next thing I had,
into elandela engayizwa,
my eyes are closed
amehlo amavalekile,
and I'm looking towards the bed.
ngibheke umbhede,
I'm praying and I'm the only person in the house.
yimi ngedwa endlini.
Then the next thing I hear
Into engiyizwayo
is a big sound
umsindo omkhulu
from the lounge.
usuka elounge,
like a loud sound, like glasses that are being broken.
ngathi kuphuka izitsha noma amaglasi.
I got shocked.
Ngathuka,
I thought, what should I do?
ngenza njani ke manje?
Should I just run under the bed?
Ngifihle ngaphansi
Just
kombhede,
hide under the bed? Or should I just go? What should I do? So I was very confused.
ngiyangiphitheni ikhanda,
Fear gripped me immediately.
ngigcwele ngokwesaba.
So I said, okay, the only thing I have
Into enginayo
is to
kuphela
confront whatever that is there.
ukuthi ngibhekane
I said,
nalento
I'm not
ekhona,
running away.
angibaleki.
So I opened the door of the room
Ngivula umnyango,
and I expected that the first thing I'm going to see
ngalindela ukuthi into
when I get
engizoyibona
out is whatever creature that is inside.
ilesilwane silapho.
Then only when I open up,
Kula ngivula khona
only to find it is empty, there's no one.
ukuthi akunamuntu.
When I look at the wall unit, the glass wall unit,
Bengibheka iglass wall,
it is broken down into pieces.
yonke nje ishabalele
The
ibukile.
dishes that were in it,
Lezitsha
they are all in
bezingaphakathi
the floor, broken
zilele
down.
phansi.
I was shocked.
Ngangithukile, ngangimangele.
I said, how am I going to explain to my grandmother this thing?
Ngiyochaza kanjani kugogo lokho?
You know, old people and their categories.
Abogogo nezinto zabo.
I said, what? How am I going to explain this?
Ngiyochaza kanjani kugogo?
At 1 a.m. at night,
Ngo-1 ekuseni
it was broken.
kuphukile
By
konke.
who? What happened?
Bani?
So I looked, I tried to look, there was no one.
Bekungena muntu
And it's broken.
kodwa kuphukile.
So I was around 17 years old.
Nganguna-17.
So my brother, my big brother came over the weekend.
Ubhuti wami omdala ubefikile ngempelasonto.
So he came and he looked at the wall, it was broken.
Uyabona naye kuphukile.
So he knows I'm born again.
Uyazi ngisindisiwe.
So he says, hey, what happened here?
Ubuza mina ukuthi kwenzakaleni.
And I said, I don't know, it broke at 12 o'clock.
Angazi nami.
He said, what? I said, it broke at 12 o'clock at night.
Kuphuke ngo-12.
So he said, oh, even born again people do lie.
Nabantu abazalwe kabusha bakamba amanga na.
So I was like, I'm not lying. I don't know what happened. It was broken.
Angazi kwenzakaleni.
So he laughed and he went. So he was calling my grandmother.
Sekebiza ugogo.
So he said, hey, I don't know that born again people lie too.
Bengazi ukuthi abazalwane nabo baqamba amanga.
Because surely he broke this
Ngoba
one.
uyena okwenzile lokho.
Until today, I still don't even know if he still knows that. I was not lying.
Angazi namhlanje ukuthi uyazi na.
So he thought I was lying.
Ubecabanga ukuthi ngiqamba amanga.
But the only person that probably knows now
Umuntu owaziyo kuphela mhlawumbe owaziyo
is my grandmother.
ugogo.
Because
Ngenxa yokuthi
she does not really believe in the supernatural things.
akakholelwa kwizinto zeyimanga.
She's just the normal Christian.
Umzalwane nje.
But one day,
Kodwa ngolunye usuku
now that the Lord has raised me,
uNkulunkulu seke ngiphakamisile.
so I came from Cape Town.
Ngasuke eKapa
I went to Bishop.
ngaya eBisho.
That's where my grandmother stays.
Kula ugogo ehlala khona.
So when I arrived,
Uma ngifika
the Lord told me
uNkulunkulu ngitshela
that
ukuthi
there is a baboon in this street
kunemfene kulomgwaqo
that monitors the whole of their area.
ebheke le ndawo.
So around 12 o'clock the same time,
Ngo-12 ngaleso sikhathi esifanayo
praying.
ngangikhulenga.
so as I continued to pray, that was in 2017.
Beku-2017 ngaleso sikhathi.
As I continued to pray,
Ngiqhubeka ngikhuleka.
I began to realize that I was also entering another realm again.
Ngabona ukuthi manje sengingeke emkhathini.
Then again, I began to hear those voices again.
Ngawezwa lamaphimbo futhi.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't
Ngakwenzi.
stop. Then I continued praying.
Ngaqhubeka.
Then the next thing,
Into elandelayo
as I continued to pray, I began to see that there were creatures that were fighting in the heavenlies. So I continued worrying. I continued worrying. So after maybe around 3 a.m., I was done and I slept. So nothing, I saw nothing. Then in the morning, my grandmother comes and wakes me up. She said, "Who were you fighting with last night?" Then I said, "Who was I fighting with?" I said, "No, I wasn't fighting anything, I was just praying." She said, "No. The person you were fighting with came to my room." She said, "I was not sleeping. I was listening to the radio. And as you continued to pray, I began to hear sounds from your room. Like there were things." She said, "When I was listening, I saw the door of my room open." She said, "When the door of my room opened, I could not see in the face who in the person is, because she describes it like a person." She said, "While I was still trying to look at the door, she said something like a hammer struck me on the head. She's alive, both with her eyes." She said, "When I was about to scream, something held my breath and choked me." And she said, "As you and the time that it was happening, I could hear you rising, continuing to pray. And she says, I'm trying to scream, but I can't. And I'm not sleeping." And she said, after maybe 2 or 3 minutes, she said, like a wind passed through her. And she saw it getting throughout the window. And then she was free. Then she said, I was still continuing to pray. So she got afraid and she decided not to come to me by that very time. So she just slept. Then she said, I was not sleeping. I was still awake listening to radio. Whatever you were fighting with came to my room and beat me up. Until today you can ask her. She knows that experience. So whatever that was in the spirit manifested physically and started fighting. When the devil is being defeated, he resorts into physical.